Missing toddler with autism was found in the care of two protective, loving dogs. There's a reason that dogs are truly a man's best friend, and that is their undying loyalty to their two-legged companions. Dogs are known for their unconditional love towards us humans, and it's pretty safe to say that we often give that love right back. From the smallest gesture to putting their lives on the line, here's some pretty incredible stories about dogs having their humans' backs. Keep listening to find out about the two most loyal pooches. They aren't called man's best friend for nothing. Dogs are some of the most loyal and trustworthy animals that we humans can come by. With pups being one of the most popular pets across the world, it's clear that we all tend to share a mutual love of the fluffy little guys. We will do anything to protect our faithful companions. There's nothing quite as horrifying as the thought of something happening to our beloved dogs, and we often find ourselves going to extreme lengths to protect our furry little friends. Remember the guy who punched a kangaroo for his dog? Yeah, that's right. One man actually punched a huge kangaroo that had gotten his beloved dog into a ferocious headlock. Luckily, nobody was hurt, and the kangaroo hopped away with a slightly bruised ego. Now, that was an extreme case, but we will often do whatever it takes to protect our pooches, including running out into traffic when our dogs have escaped, or even breaking up a fight between your dog and the neighbors', often resulting in some pretty nasty cuts and bruises. But what about when our dogs look out for us? Dogs are used all around the world in emergency services to help people in need, such as fire rescue dogs who are there to help sniff out people stranded in burning buildings or in the aftermath of rubble and ruins. Sign up for the 22 Words newsletter. Your email address is required. But pet dogs have been known to step in with a helping hand too, especially when it comes to children. Dogs are known to be protective and will put their lives on the line in order to protect their human. Back in 2007, a Doberman pinscher saved the life of a 17-month-old baby from a venomous snake by pushing the child out of the way and taking the snake bite himself. Luckily, he was injected with antivenom and lived to tell the tale of his life-saving actions. A woman's life was saved when her very own dog stopped her from choking. She began choking on an apple when her golden retriever jumped up and down on her chest until the apple was dislodged and flew out, according to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, who awarded the dog with a commendable mention. But even when they're not saving lives, they're still always by your side, showing that they have your back no matter what. And this next pooch is no exception.
Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now back to the story.
The most recent experience to have warmed our hearts went viral after a toddler went missing. Fortunately, he wasn't entirely on his own because he had his loyal family dogs alongside. One family from Ponce de Leon, Florida recently experienced one of the scariest things, something that could be very traumatic for people, as their 3-year-old autistic son, Marshall, went missing. Truly an awful time for a family. To make the situation worse, Marshall was only wearing his diaper, and he's also autistic and can't speak. The only comfort that the family had whilst Marshall was missing was that the two family dogs had gone with him. After reporting his disappearance to the police, the family, neighbors, and local authorities spent several hours searching. Marshall was eventually found by a neighbor just a mile away from his house, with his two companions, Nala and Buckwheat. WJHG spoke to a neighbor who said, "Both of his dogs were right there with him. We're thankful that the pups kind of guided him along. I guess they kept him safe." Marshall's aunt, Kayla Stewart, also spoke to WJHG and said, "We were panicked. All sorts of worst-case scenarios are running through their heads." The search was kept up to date on Facebook by the Sheriff's Department. Corey Dobridnia, the public information officer at the Walton County Sheriff's Office, told Bored Panda, "Minutes are precious when it comes to the search of a child." He also added, "Marshall was in good spirits when found. A little dirty from the walk through the woods, but unharmed and happy." Dogs are loyal creatures. I feel like they probably knew to stay with him when they saw he was alone. Their instincts kicked in. They stayed with the boy and watched over him until he was located. When Marshall was found, the Facebook post was updated with a comment that said, "We don't deserve dogs. Dogs really are man's best friends."
If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.